Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
So it's fourth down, and this will be a long field goal attempt of about 56 yards, but this offense has decided they want to go for it. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away.
And now time to check into the action as this offense tries to see if they can put a drive together here early in this first quarter. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Murray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Leonard Floyd from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Bradford on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen from 4 yards out. Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. So fourth down, John Fox will turn it over to his field goal unit. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A first update now from Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught by Curley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. So late second quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? Bradford, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Bradford saying, let's go, fellas, urging his guys to get set. Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In search of something here after the sack. It's third and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. To throw, Bradford. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing, Bradford. The left side caught by Diggs. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Bradford. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. It's the Bills who are leading that one. Tyrod Taylor with one touchdown pass thus far. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On third down, this is Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So a good snap. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. On third down, Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. On third down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We're on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And it's the Bills who are leading in that one. Tyrod Taylor, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. short yardage. Bradford going deep for Diggs. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. They run again on first down. Cook, and he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Trubisky to throw. He leaves this one for Howard, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Here's Trubisky. And he's got room. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off. They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here. Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. And able to find Curley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 11-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Pretty tense spot here for this offense. A field goal would tie. A touchdown would win it. But they've got to move that football. Good news for them. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining. Here's Bradford. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Bills going up against the Vikings. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On third down, Murray. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching. They're going to run it with Murray. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 6 yards on the pickup. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. A first down throw for Bradford. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? On third down, Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? The play fake to Murray. Now Bradford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He goes for 18. From the red zone now, Bradford. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. That was second down run for Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Sunday in the NFL. They're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Golden Tate, a first-half touchdown in that one.
Here we go.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Taylor now to throw on third down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Let's go.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The offense is in the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 situation at the 15-yard line. First down, Kaepernick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Kaepernick to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone. And going to the 4th up in Seattle. And how about the Cardinals on top right now? Carson Palmer with 1 touchdown pass thus far.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 1st touchdown of the new season. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. Time to get back into the action. A red zone alert here. 1st and goal at around the 8-yard line. Here's Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. Here we go. Peterman on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Aaron Rodgers, sensational in this one. 5 touchdown passes to this point. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Vikings, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills,
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Lions going up against the Vikings. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to...
Meanwhile, over in Lambeau, an update. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Tyrod Taylor, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. From the 50, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Emerson Griffin. A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. First down, Abdullah. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Keeps himself upright. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new 7 downs. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Hopkins, and he's able to find Diggs. He'll A fourth down coming up. Decision time now, as this would be a long field goal attempt. Meanwhile, over in Lambeau, an update. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, a couple of touchdown passes. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going. And now it's 1st and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Detroit.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Jets going up against the Vikings. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From down in Miami, an update. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. Ryan Tannehill leading the charge offensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3. A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. And a play fake. Now Sanchez. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17. Sanchez from the red zone now. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that set is... They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. Mitch Trubisky leading the charge offensively. Third and 2, Sanchez. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Time to get back into the action. We've got a red zone alert. First and 10 at the 14.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Throwing again. Sanchez. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Akeem Ayers coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. To throw on second down is Sanchez. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Sanchez. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal.
Time to jump back in. Opening drive, third quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
Third and long, it's Sanchez. And this one is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Now Barkley. Finding Gabriel complete. That one goes for 24 yards. A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? On third down, it's Lewis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure to take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Sanchez. He's got his man on the crossing route. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. The points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
Here we go.
Now Sanchez. And this is going to be incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. In the fourth in Buffalo, the Bills have taken the lead in the final stages. Tyrod Taylor, 2 touchdown passes thus far. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Say you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Lewis. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Barkley. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they get the 3 here. Time to get you back live again. This offense in the red zone as they've got it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Right 18. Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 2nd and 10, Sanchez here again. Going with a screen for Murray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But
it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much. This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Let's go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right 18.
A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right.
Here we go, here we go.
We'll check on his status when we get back. Sanchez. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Sanchez. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there, and it's 3rd and short.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this one is right down the middle. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So now the offense takes over here at a crucial spot. Ball on their own side of the field. Tie game, late 4th quarter, and they do have a pair of timeouts remaining. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now Sanchez. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now it's Sanchez. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And a loose football. And the Jets have recovered.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time.
And New York set to take the field. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
They run. This is Lewis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Lewis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down. That's Lewis. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Bullock will put this one through. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. So the deficit for this offense is 3 points. Obviously, a field goal would tie it. A touchdown would win it. But look at the clock. Not much time left and just 1 timeout remaining. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. One last throw for Sanchez. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop down to 1-3.